Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so I have finally decided, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been waiting for this, but I finally decided to get this modded version going and seeing what we can get out of everything. So I had Keythane installed and I got rid of everything and I'm starting from scratch basically. And for right now, we are doing the ISA sat map, and that's all I have installed right now, by the way. So the one thing I should mention, if you guys would like to see me play any specific mods, please let me know in the comments or send me a message or something. If you want to see me play a specific mod or put it in with the game that I'm already playing, please let me know about that, and I'll definitely consider it. So, yeah. So in this episode, what we will be doing is basically setting up our first satellite in orbit around Kerbin, and, this will be to basically scan and to set up a map of Kerbin and everything else, because basically we have no maps for anything. And at the end of the episode, every one of these launches that I do, I will basically set up I'll basically set up something to where you can download this map if you need it for any specific reason and have it available for anyone to basically have. So it looks like we already are scanning. I'm not 100% certain as to whether or not we're scanning. Let's see, where's our position? Let's see. I think we are. I don't know. I don't think we've actually traveled far and fast enough to actually start scanning just yet. So let's see. We're still pretty close to our AP. We're actually really close to our AP. It's amazing. But let's get ourselves out of here. Let's see what we can get. I really don't think we've actually traveled far enough to actually get any scanning actually done. Let's see. Alright. We'll turn off the anomalies. Oh, it looks like we already got like one little chunk here of our map. Like basically nothing. There we go. So yeah, I've been messing around with this mod a little bit. I'm not 100% certain on how everything works. I'm pretty sure there might be something I'm missing out on. I really don't know. But a lot of the things that I've been messing around with, it's pretty awesome. But I still have yet to really figure out how everything works and the purpose of everything and, all that other good stuff. So it looks like we got our first little scan here of something. Alright, our engine has just died, so let's get the nuclear engine going. And, yeah, so I'll see you guys once we start getting a little bit better of an orbit. Yeah, and we hit an orbit, guys. It's looking pretty amazing right now. This is pretty awesome. So I kind of figured out how to use these a little bit, and I don't really have the best orbit right now as it is. so I'm not overly concerned. I just want to get a fairly decent distance away from Kerbin before, we start any real mapping, because it kind of gives you a bigger, your scan is a lot, you cover more area. The only thing is you have to move a lot slower. You can't really use time warp so much. So I'll show you guys a little bit about, what happens when you use time warp with this stuff. I mean, basically, if I'll just zoom in a little bit. Here we go. So you'll see the time warp, after a certain point, you'll see it has like little splotches where it didn't cover that specific area, and it kind of misses certain areas. And you can see the map gets a little bit shoddy here and there, so it helps out a lot, basically, if you don't ever use any of that. So we're kind of uncovering some of the mystery of the map. This is basically the height map portion, and I'll switch over and show you guys the other one here in just a second. So let me just fix my orbit. That way we don't have an egg-shaped orbit, because that's not a very nice thing. There we go. So just flip over. You can see now that we are starting to really uncover big portions of the map. There we go. Let's just do a burn. See what we can get. I did kind of put it a little bit on a tilt, not much. The inclination is probably not really that great, but I wanted to at least kind of give it a little bit of a slight inclination, because you kind of cover more map area that way. If you're just doing a straight orbit around, you don't cover as much ground, I've noticed. So I think the best one is a polar orbit, but I'm not 100% certain about this. I don't know how to set up satellite networks that well, so please don't listen to me when it comes down to setting up satellite networks and all that jazz, because yeah, I really am not the best person to consult about these kinds of things. So I'll speed this up a little bit, and I'll just kind of show you guys the ground that gets covered. We'll do 50x, even though we'll probably not get the best coverage. Actually, I'll go to 100. That way I can actually show you guys a little bit of what gets revealed. You can see that there are tiny spots right now that aren't getting revealed because of the fact that we are time warping just too fast for it to keep up. So, but this thing is very helpful, and I plan on at least mapping the entire solar system in this modded series, along with adding new mods. So if you guys have any mods, once again, please inform me if you would like to see me play with a specific mod or anything like that, and I'll definitely add it into the game, and definitely give it a little bit of a test run. I don't know if every single mod that gets suggested I'll add, because I know some of them conflict with each other, and yeah, so, that's basically where I'm going to go with that right now. So let's see what part of the map we uncover here. It really isn't the best. I think I should give it a little bit more of an inclination. Do a little bit better on the inclination change, I should say. But you can see each orbit will be a little bit different, but eventually it will repeat itself if you leave it there. I mean, for the most part, it will repeat itself. I won't say 100%, because it does start scanning other areas. You just don't notice it because of the small amount of area that it's actually scanning on each pass. So that is the first map, and once this map becomes fully scanned, I will make it available for everyone to use and to basically do whatever you want with. Right now you can see that there's anomalies and all that other good stuff. It will basically show all of those. You can see where the anomalies are. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you like what you see here, subscribe. There's always more to come. To all you new people, welcome. And yeah, I will see you next time.